want to look into like programming a bot, so that way when we go live, it automatically detects it and it posts the link on the Discord. That'd be
Yeah, you
legit.
can set those up pretty easy.
Yeah, I just gotta look into it. I gotta like set it up. Oh, here it is. Copy that. Oreo Lopez, what's up? Jake Patton, what's up, Jake? Eek. He said, I'm in. Welcome, guys. We'll be doing a 20-minute Q&A. Oreo says, what's good, vets? We're chilling, man. We're chilling. Out here just trying to give you guys the most content possible, man. The most productive content that you guys can actually implement and just get results immediately. Most people don't be posting that kind of stuff. And it's in the Discord. There we go. I'm going to get a timer. Guys, it's going to be a 20-minute session. Just because we want to hear you guys' input. We have a pretty busy schedule today. So we said, why not just slide in a 20-minute Q&A for improvements, and we can write them down and we can implement them throughout the day. It's the best way to go about it. Being productive. Productivo. All right. I got a timer popped up. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the top left-hand corner of your screen, Brad. So that way it's not blocking anything. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to put it right up here on the top left-hand. I put the timer on the top left-hand corner of your screen, so whenever you're going through stuff, it's not like blocking anything crazy. Not like putting it in the middle, you know? All right. All right, guys.
Yeah, that works.
Got you. 33 concurrent viewers. How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing today?
So, we're just gonna run through some Q&A real quick. I have a meeting I have to jump into at top of the hour. So, any questions that you guys have or anything that you want me to go over real quick, just post it and we'll just get started. I'll just start blasting out these questions, guys.
Hell yeah.
I
We
saw
get
someone said, "Is ETH going? Is ETH dropping and to where?" Let's take a look at ETH real quick.
Ethereum.
ETH looks. It looks like it's kind of ranging as well. Kind of stuck in this range, stuck in the value area from yesterday. Um, so it's kind of just gonna depend. I think ETH, if you're looking for an ETH trade, I wouldn't look, for an ETH trade maybe until a break of these 2811 or even up here at 2836 be a little bit safer, and then break up the low side, break these lows at 2784. You probably can catch a little a little spill. And then the levels down. So if we break this market structure down here 2764, you have some room to the downside and some single prints that need to get filled to the downside. So there is a possibility for that as well. How do you trade all the time, all-time highs at Brad? So you just have to be careful. It's definitely tough, especially buying all-time highs, right? Because you just don't really know what's going to happen. And so you just have to really, you just have to just really manage those trades. You have to really be busy and paying attention.
You have
Oh, my mouse is crazy.
Nemanja saying, nice guys, really doing a great job in the community. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're making constant improvements and we're continuously trying to make things better. Neurofan says, why not top right? That area is not used. Yeah, it's not used, but I mean, Brad's gonna be on the right side of the screen most of the time. We have Jason Casper, C130. What's good, bro? Oh, nothing much. Jason, just chilling, just trying to get the Discord ball rolling and making sure everything is good. And once we get a good structure, things will be easier. But we're kind of like in that improvement phase where we want the community to get the most value possible. And so we're kind of just doing things. How's everything going with you, Jason? Hope you're having a good day, brother. And I hope those potatoes are going good. Brad, let me see. I think you had a question on here. Let's see. Andy said, Brad, have you got all your settings different than normal on your stream? Can you run through the settings you have and why? Thank you.
The settings I have should be the same ones that I posted in the Discord. I just, I'm like constantly like clicking on stuff and changing it. So, to update it, it would just be tough. But I mean, I have the main settings the same. It's just, sometimes I'll click on the open interest to see, if, we're getting open positions. Sometimes I'll click on the delta to see where delta's looking. Things like that. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. Is there like a specific setting that you want to look through so we can look through it together? And then, that could be something, that we could take a peek at.
For sure.
Right now I'm just marking these single prints, guys.
Errol says, quick rundown on VPVA/VPSV question mark.
VPVA. What is that?
I
VPVA.
think you have that on your trading view. The
Trading
VPVA,
view?
yeah, it has like a VPVA, VP.
This one?
Yeah, yeah,
VPVA.
VPSV. Yeah, he said.
VPSV?
He said VPVA/VPSV. Maybe they're both the same thing.
Okay, so the volume profile is basically I just have it set up so the light blue is going to be value area, the dark blue is going to be out of value. I just have it set up for the day. It is set up like on a 24-hour session, so um it's not really like it's not broken up how this one is. Right, it's broken up just for a 24-hour period, so it gives me a little bit more detail. Like you see all this value that we put in here, and then you see that like there's no value down here. So like I said, this run that we caught last night was an easy run just because of you could just tell there was no supply right here. They trapped a bunch of sellers, right? We put in a bunch of volume, so institutional money just got long, and then as soon as we broke this top, which is the top that we were looking at yesterday, we just ran, right? I talked about the trade right before we got off stream, and then C130 texted me after and he said, "Yo, that thing's ripping." I said, "Yeah." um so it was a nice little run, to close out the night for 1,000 points.
That was a
And
crazy rip.
it was a quick move too, which was nice because I really like the quick moves. I like to go to bed, so I was kind of just waiting on it. But basically it was just supply shut off. And if we look at this, if you guys want to take a peek at this on the EXO charts, right, this run up, you can see, and this is how supply is shut off, is when we broke out of the A high, right? J opens and comes down right to that same level, keeps going up. Oh, I gotta be able to, okay. Keeps going up, and then we start one-time framing up. And what one-time framing means is the lows, we're getting higher lows and never even coming, down. I mean, almost never even halfway down, but never past any of the lows on the way up, right? Even on the red bar, even here, and then finally on the open, the cash open today, we had a little bit of selling, trapped a bunch of people short here, and then we moved up and trapped a bunch of people long. And I think a lot of people were looking for a continuation play today, and so hopefully most of them took profit. I drew this zone up here on the chart last night that we showed during the stream, or maybe it's one of the ones I posted in the Discord. I can't remember. But this was our zone for resistance, and it kind of came in there during the London session, and then I think a lot of people got trapped, right here before the open on the US session. It looks like, it looked like we were going to break. We came above, and then you saw no buying over our first initial resistance from before. And then, we just traded down, kind of just been ranging all day. Now we're trading back down. We had a short earlier, closed it here for profit. And, we got another short going right now. That's, I think I'm red in it, like by a couple of points, but Um, it kind of looks like we're just doing nothing right now. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks like, we broke these tops, broke that K top, but we came back up, C period opened up. So we're just kind of chilling. There's not a lot of cash going on in the market right now just because the US sessions are on the after hours. So what did the colored blocks represent? Is it volume related, time spent at that price? So these colored bars right here are time spent at price. Or are you talking about these red and green ones? Because if it's the red and green ones, those are just like regular candlesticks. So like they look the same as this. It's just they're just overlaid on the top of this. Also, let's see. Oh, my settings for VP. My settings are like this. I just changed them so I don't have to see like, all this extra shit because I just don't need it, right? And then I changed the colors so it's just light blue and dark blue. I don't need all that extra. And then inputs I have it on, 70 and then total. Because if you have it on up down, it like does that and that is just, unnecessary because no one can decipher that, right? Because it comes standard like red and green, I think, or maybe it comes standard like this with the gold and the blue. Um, but you can't tell if gold is selling and blue is buying. Like, can anyone definitely spot out? Like, tell me who is really winning right here, right? Or who is really winning up here? It's not, it's not necessary. Doesn't matter. Like I said, especially a lot of people, they get on here and then they switch this to the imbalance. Um, this can be quite confusing for a lot of people that don't really know how to read order flow, and you get a lot of people that trick people with order flow, because you can trade, you can buy um, on the bid, right? And so typically this chart is showing, it's not showing sellers versus buyers, it's showing executed orders that traded on the bid on the left side and or on the ask on the left, no, on the bid on the left side and on the ask on the right side. So typically people, when they're aggressively buying, they will buy the ask, right? Because buying the ask gets you in the market instantly. It's pretty much the same as a market order, right? Um, but I mean, it's a little bit safer than a market order. And then selling the bid will get you right in the market right away as well. And so what happens is what buyers do is they do limit orders to buy on the bid and it shows up on this side of the chart. And that's how they hide some of these, right? So that's just, something to pay attention to. This right here, right? See this 92K in one? That's not a great sign. That's an interesting thing to have a one right there, right here. And then in this right here, like this is kind of like I was talking about earlier, because right here we had a zero. We have a zero right here. We came back up, we repaired it. But when you see this, that's showing you that something's going on. If we put up a 714 at the top and a zero, that means there's no selling. This is all buying, but price didn't go up. So what's happening here is either buyers are getting absorbed or we're going to have a nice little breakout. And so it's kind of going to take a lot of time as screen time goes to understand this, notice it, and then kind of lock in on it. Like look at this, right? So we have a 0 and 21 and price got rejected up there. And that's what I was saying earlier is that it looked like and I'm looking at this, but what it looks like is because we came up with one tick short of the I and the I came up one tick short of the H. So it looked like sellers just sold more or just took everything that the buyers were trying to buy. They're like, hey, if you want to buy it, we'll sell it to you right here. And then, eventually buyers ran out and price has to come back down. That's how market structure works. And if you look at this imbalance, it can be quite confusing because you look at this 4.7 imbalance, 3.3 imbalance, like, oh, we're about to, crack the sky or something. It's not really, and then you see like all these selling balances at the bottom of this bar, really, really no buying, but price doesn't go down. And so makes you wonder, are people, buying on the bid? And so that's why I like to stick to just these letters and then use market structure. So where did A come down to? Couldn't even come down to the F low. So it looks like supply is shut off. We're moving back, right? I'm up in the trade about 20 points right now, and it's not looking great. right? My stop is at 760 right here, but it's not looking great for me. I'm gonna let this one ride a little bit. I have to take off at uh, in like 25 minutes anyways. But it does look like the market. It looks kind of like the market wants to go up to me, but you know, I'm just gonna let the market kind of tell me what it wants to do. If it can't get the steam to go up, then it has to go down to find buyers. That's just how market structure works.
That's just the
Let's
way,
see.
huh?
It's just the
I,
way.
I got your questions right here, Brad.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if you answered this one by Andy's. He said you have numbers in the boxes. Sometimes it would be good to see how you analyze the amounts being bought in each candle.
I just talked about that.
Okay.
So I typically don't use them. They're confusing. Like just like uh if you're inexperienced, I recommend just staying at your chart like this until you understand to see like what responsive buying is like. That way, when you switch to these imbalances, you can see that when we come down to this level and you see sellers come in and when the level pops up, that tells you that buyers are defending this level. But the thing is, you don't need that because you can see with market structure as B barely took a low of A, so it couldn't take lower C, couldn't take B, D couldn't take C, E barely took it by 2 ticks, F came right down to E. What do you think is going to happen next, right? Sellers are trying to push this market down over and over and over and over. Can't do it. Well, what's going to happen? It's going to go up, right? Because people aren't selling, so price goes up. Basic supply and demand today, right? You could have took a long, I was kind of out of the office. But this could have been a decent spot to long right here, right? When you saw F not take the low of E, could have took a long off the 38.43-ish area, right? Your target would have been at 38.920, or maybe I like this target right here, 38.7. About, what's that?
From where?
7 38.4 to 38.9, about 500 points, not bad.
Okay. And you know what
There
this?
are also numbers below the four columns horizontal.
And also, when you were talking about that, Brad, when you were out of the office, you came back, you saw the move play out, you kind of just looked at it, you just accepted that, you missed out and you didn't FOMO in, which is like a big thing that most new traders kind of mess up in is like they are not able to understand that the move already played out and they see it going up and they want it to go up. You know what I mean? People kind of FOMO in and stuff. So it's like a really good lesson for new people. How you just said is, the move already played out. Oh well, let's look for the next one.
Right. And he says there are numbers, so you can turn these. I think it's not this one. What is it? This one. This is what you're talking about, Andy. So this is just showing you volume delta, cumulative volume delta, your point of control, and then the trades per second. Pretty much just useless, right? Unless you're using like the cumulative volume delta, that can be It's talking about BT. I'm not sure what that means.
I'm not
Um,
sure what BT is
so you
either.
can see that cumulative volume delta is not really. You look for it to see like if it's moving in one direction or another, and you can put horizontal box on the chart at the bottom. It does not show on your chart. What is the benefit of using Ninjatrader? The benefit of using Ninjatrader for me is that that's what I already trade on, so it's easy for me to flip back and forth instead of trying to go through the buy bid exchange. And I'm not I'm gonna pay any fees when I have to try to cash out on Ethereum, and Ethereum's expensive that day.
True that. You have
Buying tail. Oh, he's talking about this. Oh, okay. So yeah, the buying tail, that's just basically showing that, market kind of is putting in what they call a little bit of excess. So this is a healthy excess, right? 5 ticks or so. Anything above 2, 3 ticks is what you're looking for. Yeah. So this is the buying tail, and it tells you that we're 5 ticks into the buying tail. Tells you the price where it starts, the price where it ends. Um, Sorry, you guys. I was just like, what is he talking about? But yeah, so this is, yeah, it's just the buying tail. And you'll see it to the top sometimes too. Well, I guess it's only going to show it on the current market structure, current thing.
we have a few more questions from before. from Otto.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you answered this one, Brad. He said also if there is a session that doesn't have single prints, what does this tell us about the market conditions?
It tells you that the supply and demand are fairly equal. Brad, stop breaking my heart and start trading ETH. I could trade ETH, bro.
And ETH
Um,
is good too to trade
it's the
really
same.
because
I mean, it's the same. So like, if I put out a signal for BTC, you can pretty much just look for the same confluence with ETH, right? So if we go to ETH, the reason I don't trade ETH, Jake, is because I have a big holding in ETH, and every time I look at my account, I want to cry. So I mean, it's still, I mean, it's up a lot, but like, I want ETH to be like, over higher than Bitcoin. I feel like it's
definitely
has more utility than Bitcoin for sure.
definitely next month, bro. Their ETH portfolio is gonna skyrocket.
Yeah, so I mean, ETH is kind of doing the same thing, right? It's hanging out above this POC, putting this, they put in a four tick buying tail. Um, it has the same market structure for sure.
You have Neurofin saying, "What are your settings for VPVR and VPSV?" I think we already went through that.
Yeah, I showed
Um,
those.
Jake Patton also.
If you don't get any of the settings, just DM me and I'll clip them and send them to you in the message.
Jake Patton says also, what do the colored blocks represent? Is it the volume related slash time spent at that price?
Yes, yeah. So these colored blocks here are time by price, and you could, if you double click on these guys, you can expand them. You can expand your text. You can expand the colors out like that, so it looks like that. You can merge these. So if I wanted to merge this one to the left and make it, like that, I can um, I can do that. There's a lot of customization, and I'm making a video for you guys to, be able to just kind of make this a little bit easier for you guys. That's my goal, is just make life easy for you guys. In the Discord, you said you don't like going long when trading below the VWAP. What are exceptions? Um, the reason I don't like going long below the VWAP, like just like yesterday's trade, right? I know a lot of people decided that this was the bottom and it's going long. To me, um it feels like trying to call the play, and for me, I'm more of a confirmation. I like to see the confirmation and understand like where the market's gonna go. And so, that's what I like to see. Like today, I'd really like to see us fill these single prints. Are we going to? I have no idea, right? Because I can't predict the future. So I just, sit and watch, and that's it.
Otto
A tip
says,
for new people in the zoom button at the bottom is really useful when zooming in and out. Um, talking about like this button, zoom off, yeah, because you can go like this. I like it, I like it like this because then it zooms in and out. And if you really want to like drag the screen, you just grab it at the bottom and drag it. What were you gonna say? Auto says what?
"Oh no, I was gonna say Otto says C130 having those cookies. Ha ha ha, bro. It's bro. I'll have my diet tomorrow. I'll send it. And I'm eating fries right now. I'm kind of fat. We do have a few more questions. So did you answer this one, Brad? Also, what do the colored blocks represent? Oh yeah, we already talked about that one. And Otto says in a previous question, Brad, the letters and bars that have no color are the ones that form between sessions? Question mark.
So these gray ones up here they're not in between sessions. What they are is out of value. So your value area is going to be this shaded in color, excuse me, whether it be purple, pink. I guess it's kind of confusing because these are purple too, but when they're in the middle, they're purple, like the session is orange. This is the value area. So 70% of the time is going to be inside this, right? That's what that is. And so like if I change my volume profile on the right side to the daily, right, or to the session, I think this is the daily. See how this inside turns green now? And so what that's doing is showing me the dark green's out of value area. So 70% of volume is within this area. And the same thing goes for this area or this area. 70% of our time is spent within here and just cuts off 70% on each side. So the gray boxes are just out of our value area.
The value area is where where you got to look at, especially when you're trying to see where the price is going to have an immediate reaction to for confluence to test like an area of value.
Right. And so, you get mechanical selling, off these value areas. So if price comes up to this area or price comes down to this area, this area right here is actually going to be a very interesting area to watch because one, we have all these lows from before. Where's red? Um, and two, you have E low and F low right at that same spot. So that's definitely going to be, a good area to watch if price comes down here. And it's also our, pre-session or our US session value area low. So you should see buyers try to defend this area again.
Brad, you have a new member to the stream. He says he jumped in, says hi all. What is this question mark? You trade with these?
Yes, this is how I trade. I trade with a TPO. So this is a TPO that I have up for you guys, so you guys can see what a TPO looks like. It is very similar to what I use on NinjaTrader. It's just a web-based version. Said this is weird. What does fucking mean, man? I use market cipher. What are these letters and rectangles? So this is just basic market structure, man. So this is the same as this. It's just candlesticks. That's all it is. Um, you know, you should be used to weird looking shit if you're using market cipher because you're used to just looking for dots and shit, right? So this is just your basic market structure. That's all this is. And it's useful no matter how the market is going. Auto says, for example, in pink, J, K, and L are not in the block color. In pink, let's see, J, K, and L. Oh, so for that auto, it's just not expanded. So I can expand it. So if I expand the colors, it'll show me like basically just what the candlesticks look like, right? Um, so it just doesn't show the full it's just not expanded all the way. But I mean, you don't really need it because you can just see where they're at.
Guys, if you guys can, smash that like button so we can, destroy the algorithm and reach out other people that, need this information that will help them out trading. Let's
EPO stands. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, you're good. I was gonna say let's find more people that we can introduce to our family so we can give as many people as much value as possible.
So TPO stands for time, price, opportunity, right? And that's kind of like the community that we're building, right? TTV, the trade vets. TTV also stands for time to value, which is what I'm trying to help you guys out to, because my goal here is to help you guys trade for a living, and then you get on the computer. You don't have to be on the computer waiting, 24 hours a day. You just trade for a couple of hours, and then you're done, right? Yeah, you just double click on it, Paul. Just double click here. Double click, and then you click expand color, expand CL, right? And then it'll expand. That's it. Bro, Bitcoin Brad, make a separate video about TPO, which can understand better. Yeah, we're in the process. Um, we're in the process. What did CF today? Oh my God. Well, I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming he said like what did he do today? He went down. He was negative like $160,000. Like
Oh.
ended up closing his position in negative.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I said the short earlier. Um, but yeah. Yeah, market volume profile, the best trading. Yeah, it definitely is 100% best. And the reason because you can use it in any market.
It's like the tool that nobody talks about.
Yeah, it is underutilized, especially in the crypto space, right? I've been using this in the regular market forever, but this is, a big thing that I think a lot of crypto traders are not using. This is not free. It's ExoCharts. I think there is a free version, but it's only like 25 bucks a month or, 38 euros or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting out a video, you know, uh soon, so definitely good. CF's entry was 39040. Was that to go long?
Yeah, that was a long.
So he bought, yeah, like right here. And so that's what I was saying, right? So it was the fake out that I was talking about. Um, and if he was using market structure, because there's a lot of momentum coming in right here. So you probably got the green dot like right down here, it confirmed on, the X or, whatever it is. And they
Trapped.
got trapped. Right. So this was our like overall take profit area where we knew we were going to see some resistance. That's why these green lines were here. And then we saw responsive selling. We started one time framing down. You saw some more buyers try to come in, but they couldn't even come back into our resistance zone. And this is confirmed. So like let's say you got into the long right here, right? 30, he said 39,060 or something like that. So let's say he got in the long right here. We came up, maybe he took some profit right here. That's probably a decent spot to take profit. I know he's more of a longer term trader. So for me, I would have taken profit, and then when H came down, and then I opened up and couldn't come back towards the top, I'm closing that position if I'm long from here, right? He held, right? He had opportunity to close for profit again right here, but knowing that M comes up and can't take the high of I, that's a closing position, right? That's when you call it a day and understand that, you know, live to fight another day, right? And then the U.S. session opens, we sell off, right? We trap a bunch of shorts, we move up, we get some nice liquidation on this pop. But you see H, look where H comes. Can't even come up to the POC from the overnight session, and then we sell back off, right? Like just like clockwork, right? So you see this, H comes up, I comes up, and you can wait on these trades, guys. You don't need to be just in and trying to predict. You just wait. I comes up, and then J comes all the way up right here. Can't take I, boom, sell that. And then you know where your stop loss is? Right here at the top of H. Look how tight that is. You sell up here, tight stop right here. If you get stopped out, well, small stop. You know you're wrong above H. But you sell right here, and then you have all this downside, right? Your target's the POC and the VWAP, right? Or try to get to the low of the structure, which is what we're trying to do right now. But there's just no volume right now, so we'll see what happens.
I got a few questions for you, Brad.
Mhm.
So we have Paul asking, "Nice. Do you use delta and imbalances?"
You can. I do like the CBD that is on TradingView. I think it's more accurate. I'm not sure how accurate this is. It's it. I mean, the thing about CBD, right, is or any delta indicators, because this is just one exchange through Bybit. So there's I don't know how many exchanges there are that you can trade this, but there's a lot of exchanges. So it's tough to really accurately use the delta bars.
You have
Right, so this would be a delta divergence technically because we have positive delta, but a red bar. So that could be a buy signal for some. That's just I don't like to get confused. And you can turn the imbalances on, but I don't really you don't really need them, right? Unless you're scalping, and it's tough to scalp with a small account because you're going to get killed by fees. So it's just not worth it.
yeah, that is a fact because give me a sec, my headset just unplugged.
Yeah, ATAS is free software that offers a TPO. That's right, except for unless you're in the United States and you can't use ATAS. Is NinjaTrader tied directly to a given exchange? It's through the CME. So when you trade on NinjaTrader, you're trading BTC futures. Um, so you're not trading like the actual BTC. You're trading the BTC futures, which it trades, exactly the same, exact same prices, everything. Um, it just is the futures instead.
And if you're hodling,
I see
right?
you later. No credits.
If you're hodling, it's different. But like if you're just trading, you're still making money on the price action. So it doesn't really matter realistically, like which exchange you use. All that matters is what you're paying on fees and what software you prefer
VPN is
best.
a good idea. Yeah, I could use the VPN, I guess. I just don't need it.
Brad, you
It
have
would be smart for if you're in the United States, to use a VPN if you're going to trade if you're going to trade Bitcoin, so you can just like put your VPN in Canada or something, so you don't have to deal with all the crap.
James saying, so does a column or letter represent a candlestick here? Sorry, total noob with the structure.
Yeah, so it's basically just a letter. So like if I turn this off, right? And let's turn the oops. I guess we can't turn this off, but if we put See if we can fill them. I don't know how to fill them. So you fill them, right? So this is, you see the letters kind of in the background. It's just the candles. That's all this is it's a 30-minute candle. And if we turn these letters off, you can kind of see that it's hard to see through the colors, but it's just candles. That's all it is, right? So just, oh, it takes it away. I don't know why it does that. Oh, okay, it's a delta cluster. So you can see it's just candles, right? It's just candlesticks. That's all it is.
You have Timmy. He says, "Why are some squares in color and some squares gray? Could you explain the layout of everything a little, please?"
Yeah. So these are colored because this is where the value area is at, and this is in gray because it's out of value, right? So value area is going to be 70%, and then the rest is going to be in gray. So 70% of our time has been spent within this orange box right here. The rest is outside, which is the gray.
Sushant says, hope you guys never make admin trade alert portal on Discord for premium or paid. Thanks a lot. It helps a lot. Yeah, dude. I mean, check it out, right? It's gonna stay there. It's not going anywhere. Just check it out. You'll be good. Just check it out.
Make
sure you're updated with it. Me says TPO is through ExoCharts question mark.
Yeah, for now it is because I'm designing one for TradingView, but it's not done yet. Understanding this is going to be a challenge. It's really not a challenge, once you if you come to the Discord and stick around for a little bit, it's really not that much of a challenge. I break it down, pretty well. And we can do like a more in-depth stream tonight, guys, if C130 wants to. I actually will have some time later tonight, probably around like 8 o'clock Pacific time. But I have to go. Sorry to cut it short. If you guys have any questions, the leopards represent time, or they represent the bar. So this is 1 30-minute period right here, 1 30-minute period right here, 1 30-minute period, and so on and so forth. Thank you. Yes, I'm looking to scalp. Also, when trying to get as much order book data, do you find it using multi-book with 5 exchanges? Paul, are you using blood, or what's that? Bookmap? For those of that taken statistic classes, the value area is basically one standard deviation of price action. Yeah, Byron, you're right. Yeah, Rain Man in the chat.
COVID.
But yeah, so this I gotta go, guys. I gotta leave in like 2 minutes. But for the most part, let me see if we can ring 3 a.m. real quick and get him in here, and see if we can have him answer the rest of the questions.
3 a.m. is a busy man.
He works he trades every day with me, and he also has a full-time job, so just depends if he answers or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He's on a conference call earlier. He said, woke up. Hey, so yeah, guys, I gotta run. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys in the Discord, and then hopefully later tonight we can jump on a stream and we'll go over some more stuff there. All right, guys.
Awesome, brother. It was nice having you, man. Thank you for providing a lot of value like you always do, brother.
Yeah, see you later, bro.
Later, man. Guys, Brad had to go. He has some stuff going on with his kids and stuff, and he's a dad. So, guys, if you could run up those likes, that'd be awesome. So we can get to a bigger audience. Also, guys, check out the Discord if you haven't already. Really cool place for the people that are new. We have a lifestyle section that you can go into, and just be yourself. Just talk about what you want to talk to. We have memes, gaming, food, pets, happy hour lounge for those that drink get a little bit of that midnight drink. If you feel a little sauced, feel a little bit tipsy, check that out. We got a page for veterans. If you are a veteran, check this out. We talk about a lot of good stuff that we experienced. Sweat equities for working out. If you want to work out and post up your plan, or what you're doing, you want to find a partner, it's a good hangout spot. The pets one's pretty dope. Look at everyone's dogs. Like, some people have just some amazing dogs that I just want to just squeeze so hard and just hug them. Look how cute this dog is. Look how happy he is. Yeah, guys, check it out. It's a really good page. We welcome everybody here. Everybody here is more than welcome to be themselves and say whatever they want to do and do what they want to do. We do have a few rules, right? Obviously, don't be, rude or whatever. But check out the page. It's a great page for members of all sorts of backgrounds to come join and find a spot they can call home and just talk about trading Bitcoin. If you don't want to talk about trading Bitcoin, check out the lifestyle ones. Just hop in there and talk about life. You get to meet a lot of cool people. A lot of cool people. Long and short, yeah, no, these videos all have replays, so we're chilling. But guys, check those things out. Also, the Instagram has a very good spot, right? That you can get put in. So like, if you go to the Instagram, you guys can find a spot in our roster to make it to a private session with me and Brad, and we will be doing a TPO course. And we will invite everyone to a Zoom. We can do a personalized one-on-one with all 20 people. You guys can ask questions, and we can get every single question answered for you guys. Make sure you guys are good to go. All you have to do is just go to the Instagram at the Trade Vets and go ahead and follow the rules here. You don't have to pay a single dime. All you just need to do is follow the page and complete the rules. And then if you want bonus points, if you want to go for the bonus entries, you can go ahead and follow these steps right here, and they will get you an additional entry for each one. So far the list looks like this. These are the people. Oh, where's it at? It went away. I have it on the Discord. So far, this is what we have right now. I mean, there's more people on here, but try to get in on that class. You guys will be good. No money, just takes a little bit of effort. If you don't have an account, just make one and go on there. We'll be posting stuff on there. We'll be able to give you guys way more value because of the fact that we will be growing at a greater rate, so we can expand to other people. And we want you guys to put us to work. You guys are the bosses. We want to provide value to you guys. So go ahead and check that out. And it's a really cool spot where you can put yourself in and just chill. But again, guys, it was awesome. Oh, TikTok is banned in your country? Nah, don't worry, man. Don't worry, Sushan. You'll be all right. You will be good. If you can't follow the TikTok, don't worry about it. Nothing crazy. Me says, so have you added me? Yeah, this list, we have you added. It's just, this is the list that we posted on here. This is the list that we posted on here yesterday at 8:11 p.m. So we haven't we have it updated. We just haven't posted a picture of the updated one. But check those things out, guys, so that way you guys can get in on those on those sessions, and so you guys can learn a lot more. Yeah, Byron. Yeah, that's a partial list. Yeah, it's not the whole thing. There's way more. There's way more than just that many people. There's a lot more people. What chart are you using? Brad's using the Exo charts. We use the Exo charts, but guys. I have to. We have like a little bit of a schedule going. We're trying to stay constant with the streams in the Discord. So I'm gonna be managing the Discord again today. I'm gonna be going in there, tweaking some things up. So it was great, and it was a great stream. It was awesome having you guys. Try to get some of those questions pulled on the side so I can make sure Brad answered every single one. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. We're gonna want to make sure that we can take you guys home when it comes to making this money, right? Me and Brad, we want to be the batter. We wanted you guys to be inside of the dugout looking at us, be like, all right, are they gonna hit a home run? We're gonna look back at you. I'm gonna tip my helmet towards you. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give you a gesture. It's gonna say, "Don't worry, we got this." Boom, home run. Brad sticks up to the home plate. He goes, "Got you." Boom, home run. And then the next set of people that come behind us are gonna be so motivated that they're also gonna hit home runs. That we're gonna win the entire game without even doing anything. Because, well, you know what? A community, a small community of very dedicated, concentrated people is stronger. 1,000,000 times stronger than a community with bigger numbers, because the idea behind the community is what makes it what it is, and it is what's going to survive even after what happens, and what is said and done. It will continue going. People are going to say what they want to say about anything or everything, but us, we don't associate ourselves with that. We have each other, and we are here to provide quality for each other, and we are here So at the end of the day, guys, just have fun and make money. And not that money, should be the main goal, which for some people it could be. Who cares, right? It's your opinion. It's your life. You do what you want. We just want to give you guys the freedom that money offers and to have the same opportunity that we've been blessed to have. And if we know this stuff, there's no reason for us not to share it. So again, guys, you guys are great. You guys are amazing. We really appreciate your support 150%. Honestly, even more than that. So we are doing our part, and we're fixing the Discords. We're making sure no spammers join the Discord. We're constantly improving our content. We're tailoring our content towards your guys' specific questions. We do not care what it is. Please speak your opinion. Please let us know. This YouTube is never going to get too big where we won't be able to answer questions. I guarantee you. Why? Because we're going to constantly improve things, and we will always have a community here that we can always go to. We will create, if it gets crazy and we have too many people, me and Brad will create a system. We will create a system. Because it's all about constantly improving what you have going on and making sure that your members get what they deserve. And you guys deserve everything that you guys need, because you guys are here, and we're going to make sure that you guys get what you need for giving us your time. So thank you guys. You guys are great. You guys are amazing. Please go to the suggestions channel in the Discord and post any suggestions you guys have so we can improve them. You guys are great. Bezo SYT Excel charts is not free. It's paid. You have to pay through them to get it. But me and Bitcoin Brad, we try to do a stream where you guys can see what's going on with Excel charts until we get the trading view version up. So that way you guys don't have to, buy Excel charts if you don't feel like buying it. You can still see the price structure every stream and our explanation and market depth analysis of it. That way you guys can still trade on trading view. But guys, you guys are great, right? You guys are great. Don't ever forget that, all right? Every single one of you guys are unique. Every single one of you guys are special. Every single one of you guys deserve to learn what you are looking for, what you are trying to learn. You shouldn't have to scroll through several YouTube videos trying to find all these scam artists when all you're trying to do is just get value. So welcome, right? You made it. Welcome to the channel that you can call home, and welcome to the Discord that you can hang out in, be yourself, right? Go in there, chat with some people, screw around, mess around, right? Just, chill out, hang around, be there with people, right? And just exchange some conversation. At the end of the day, still make money, because that's what we're shooting for. We don't want to force Bitcoin on anyone. We just have what you would normally do with life. It's just Bitcoin on top. Not even Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and investing in general, everything. The Discord is a home. So thank you guys. You guys are great. You guys are great. Love you guys. Love you so much, guys. Have a great morning, night, or day, wherever you're at. I hope you guys have a fun time trading. I hope you guys stay safe. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead in the Discord and at me or Bitcoin Brad or 3 a.m. and we will make sure we can get to your questions as fast as possible. Make sure that you're out there trading safely and doing what you need to do for yourself, for your family, and for others. Thank you so much, guys. Love you guys. Have a